It is day 2 here at Avalon 2013 and the skies have cleared. Well, just a little bit, Grant.
It was a bit cloudy earlier when the F-22 went out, and in fact he had to do his low show. But you know what? The F-22's low show was still good enough to completely stop Avalon in its tracks. Totally stopped as everyone came out of all the trade halls, out of all the buildings to watch the show.
I believe it was like a march of ants towards the flight line. I wasn't here at the time. I was out flying in another aircraft that actually was probably not making as much noise, but it certainly was above the clouds in the KC-30A tanker. That was a very, very interesting experience.
Tell us about it.
Well, I could tell you about it. We won't have too much video tonight. We've still got to process that. But yeah, very, very interesting. We had 2 Hornets formate. We went out over East Sail, which took us about 15 minutes to get to from Avalon. And yeah, the Hornets came in, did their refuelling, and we got a fair bit of video. Lots of reporters all scrambling around to both sides of the aircraft. It would have been a mighty effort, actually, for the pilot to keep the aircraft balanced once everybody lurched to one side. But very interesting, and the RAF guys, the Hornet guys, and the KC-30A crew did a magnificent job.
Well, yes, I am, of course, burning with jealousy the fact that Steve got another transport flight, but I'm sure that'll be okay because that just means that next time an aerobatic flight comes along, we know who's getting it.
We'll see if we can get one of those flights for Grant later in the week, but here's a bit more of what we did today. Well, I kicked things off this morning by recording an interview with the team from the UAV Challenge down from Brisbane. 3 young high school students doing a great job and showing that they've got a great interest in aviation.
And while you were doing that, Steve, I was on board the Airbus corporate jet, the ACJ 319, with our own infrequent flyer who's discovered that he has a wonderful new lounge.
Yes, this is my lounge in the air.
Not long after that, I also recorded an audio interview with the folks from In Situ Pacific with the Scan Eagle intelligence surveillance reconnaissance drone, and they also have a new one called the Interrogator.
And speaking of interrogating, ATC Ben went over to the Cirrus stand today and recorded a couple of interviews with the crew there. Looks like some new aircraft coming from Cirrus. Very exciting stuff there.
And I also recorded another audio interview with our friends from Eco 2000, where we discussed the ZI 400 aircraft cleaner and the ZOC 27 turbine engine cleaner. And as ever, don't forget Timbo's Tarmac and In the Keyhole with Papa Smurf.
Grant, did I mention the KC-30 ride today?
Only about 15 times before, during and after.
Yes, I think we'll have to work on the next one. While our friends at the RAF are in the mood to give us rides, I'm looking forward to a C-17 ride.
Well, Steve, if you do get a C-17 ride, I think we're seeing a trend here. C-130, KC-30, C-17. What's common about those 3 aircraft?
They're not fighter jets, mate.
And they're all pretty big.
Yes, well, we won't discuss that.
Well, as the photographers here at the media pit continue to chimp out, looking at the photos they've already taken and comparing the size of their lenses there, we're going to wrap up here, head back to the sand pit and start editing the video and audio to get ready to upload it for you later this evening.
That's episode 102 of Plane Crazy Down Under. We'll catch you tomorrow. Southern Skies Online Media.
Plane Crazy Down Under is sponsored by Jet Ride Australia, Oz Runways, Know Where You're Going, Red Baron, and Sennheiser. Sennheiser S1 Digital, the quiet revolution in aviation headsets. Our Avalon 2013 coverage is brought to you by Avplan. Get more in your EFB. Classic Flight Bag. For those who identify the sky as their office, grab your bag and go. Eco 2000's ZOC 27 gas turbine cleaner, shaping the future of gas turbine washing. World Flight Planner. Plan your flight like a pro and get worldwide coverage with World Flight Planner. And Smart Shots commercial photography. Join the in-depth discussion on all topics aviation related at planecrazydownunder.com. or search iTunes for Plane Crazy Down Under.
Mate, you just love those big cars.
Big trucks.
Big trains.
That'll do.